All right, everybody, we're coming back from the break. It's called the Business to Business Network Show. My name is Rex Perry, and if you just happen to turn on your radio, we talk business, politics, and economics. We do a lot of real estate interviews because the market really drives the economy for Maricopa County. Again, our guest is Kate. Give us your last name. Introduce yourself.
Kate Conway with Keller Williams Realty, Sonoran Living.
And Roland.
Roland Bennett with Barrett Financial.
And Brenda.
Brenda Guillen with Navi Title.
Fantastic. Now, you've got a listing we got to focus on. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I do. It's a fabulous resort-style luxury home with designer finishes. It's for sale in Bacara, which is off of Pinnacle and Scottsdale Road. It's a 4-bed, 4.5-bath home with a 3-car garage. That's a tandem. Huge second-story loft, and it does have a casita with a full bathroom as well.
Wow. Yeah,
this place is amazing. It's fully automated with a Control 4 home automation, surround sound, custom Isokern stone fireplace, antiqued maple hardwood floors, a steam shower option available in the primary suite. It's got solar panels. I mean,
you got everything.
It's got everything. Largest pool in the community, and that pool has both electric and gas.
Wow.
Heater and chiller for the summer, so you're not hot in your hot pool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first time I've ever heard about a pool chiller.
Yes.
In my life.
Right, right. This home has everything. Outdoor misting system. Really, there's too many upgrades to mention, but please give me a call. This place is 24404 North 73rd Street.
And the list price?
It's at $2,499,000 right now.
Okay, and let's talk jumbo.
Well, I mean, if you come in and you put 30% down on that, you sell your place, and you take out a 70% loan-to-value loan on that property where jumbo rates are right now, you're looking at 10.5 on principal and interest.
Which is still quite amazing when you think about rates for jumbo, and again, you can refinance at any point in time.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about, I'm locking jumbo stuff in lower than the conventional stuff. So the $10,500 payment, principal and interest on this, is based on 6 1/8.
Yeah.
We're in low sixes right now
for
environment
jumbo.
For jumbo.
Yeah.
I just did a jumbo investment property at like 675. So
wow.
There are certain pockets of lenders, and you got to know where to take them, where the jumbo rates are actually lower than the conventional Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac conforming rates.
Fantastic. Now, when we're working jumbo on the title, there's sometimes additional stuff that educate the audience a little bit about the general index search. People don't know that sometimes, you mentioned a tax lien, sometimes that's not necessarily recorded, and they have to do like a background. Explain how they do a background both for the buyer and the seller.
Well, we just run a basic title search on both of them. Honestly, the loan that the buyer receives when they're purchasing a property, it does not affect the title. You give us the loan, whether it's a jumbo,
right,
a reverse mortgage, a seller carryback, we can do it all.
Right. I have a little bit of background. I used to be a licensed title officer, and we used to have to do a general index. This is way before the internet. And so you had to make sure that they didn't have any outstanding judgments, both for the buyer and the seller, because sometimes stuff didn't get recorded, but there was an outstanding lien that had not been recorded, and it could be some sort of tax lien. It could be some sort of judgment. And so there was an index that they had us double check before we could insure that title. So this is important stuff. People don't understand this little itsy bitsy detail that you have to have when you do the transaction. So you need a good real estate agent. Again, when people want to reach you, how do they reach you? Give us a phone number and website.
Sure. You can reach me at 480-226-0314. Again, that's 480-226-0314. Or honestly, just Google Kate Conway Realtor and I'll come right up.
Kate Conway Realtor. And again, how do people reach you for financing?
Well, I got to just dovetail on that. Roland Bennett. You can Google me. There's some Google searches you're not going to want to click on when you do that. Just kidding.
That's your other.
But yeah, RolandBennettLoans.com has my general information. But I want to let you know something about Kate. She is actually literally a rocket scientist. She is the And I'm not kidding. She is the actual smartest person I know, and she takes all of her intelligence and puts it into real estate marketing, which makes her so genius. And it's just working with Kate is like no other agent in the Valley. If you're on the fence of who to work with, Google Kate Conway and have her come by and meet with you, and you will not be disappointed.
And you got a background as a math teacher.
I'm all about the data, and I'm all about marketing. I studied journalism and mass communications as well. So yes, give me a call, and I will go through a detailed marketing.
This is why it's so important also, because when you're trying to list a property, you want to make sure that you put the price right so it's in the marketing range, right? So there's a lot of background
pricing
research.
is important, but honestly, if your agent is only putting your property on the MLS, that is not enough. There are a whole portfolio of things that should happen in terms of marketing your property, and I'd love to discuss those.
Excellent.
With you.
And having a good title company. Brenda, again, how do you work? Maybe you work with some of the marketing with some of the agents. Give us some of the different things that you do with the agents.
We have so many marketing tools. It's really amazing what Navi Title has to offer to not just the agents and brokers and lenders, but also to our buyers and to our sellers. We have an AI assistant that helps us. He's 24/7. Anybody has access to him. Agents, lenders, brokers, buyers, and sellers. We even have access to him in case if we have a question.
And that's the key, is being able to find the resources, ask the questions. And Kate, you don't mind if somebody wants to call you up and say, look, I'm in this area. Give me a feel for timing. Give me a feel for the best time. You don't mind answering those questions at all.
Not one bit. Yeah, call me. I'm open 7 days a week. I answer the phone. If you don't get me right away, just shoot me a text. But happy to walk anyone through the value of their property and the status of the market in your particular area. Because really, it does matter. The details of your particular area are important. When people ask me, how's the market? I always have to ask, what market are you talking about exactly?
Yeah, exactly.
And I will dive into the details with clients
Excellent.
on that.
And the buyers, you've probably worked with buyers that had so-so credit. Have you helped them improve that credit for being able to do what they want to do?
For sure. And just like Kate said, when she's asked the question, well, what market are you talking about? People come up to me every day and say, well, what are the rates at?
Oh, they always do that.
And I say, well, what's your credit score? How much down payment are you putting down? What loan program are you doing? Are you living in the house? Is it a rental? Is it a second? Is it a condo? Is it a multifamily? So it really, there's so many things that go into that. But in general, I think the rate conscious people understand rates are going down. Yeah. So the most important thing right now, and yes, I can help manipulate credit scores and fix credit to get them lower rate, but you don't want to pay fees for rates right now because they are in a long-term downward trend. You're going to be refinancing that thing in another 8 to 18 months. Yeah. So you don't want to waste any money trying to quote-unquote permanently buy the rate down. And a lot of lenders out there, they hide these fees, $2,500 in junk fees. You don't want to pay anything for a rate right now because you're going to refi that thing in a year. That's the important thing.
Phone number?
602-513-3686.
Excellent. And if you're a real estate agent out there and would love to have a title rep that can really help, how can people reach you, Brenda?
They can just give me a call on my cell phone, 602-577-9801. Give me a call. We can chat.
Fantastic. It's a great team. Please give them a call. We really appreciate you guys coming down and be guests on the show. We got to do a break for the news at the bottom of the hour. This is called the Business to Business Network Show. If you missed something and would like to make contact with any of our guests, go to our website, really easy, 123 B as in business, Z as in zebra.com, 123bz.com. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Rex.
Thanks.